Howdy, folks, and welcome to another Saturday Pain Chat, part two. Um, it looks like going to be just me for a short little bit. McMurray's going to hop on here in a little bit. We might get a mutt sighting. Who knows? Reese is not going to make it tonight, and that's okay. He's got real world coming to him, and that's okay. Uh, who knows who else might show up? You never know. Um, but tonight we're just going to kind of hang out. We probably won't go too long tonight. Um, it's been an interesting week this week. Of course, you all know that unless you live not in the United States or under a rock, uh, my favorite football team, the Kansas City Chiefs, won their third Super Bowl in 5 years, and back to back, first time since the 03 04 Patriots did it. And we're hoping for a three-peat, which has never been done before. So, really looking forward to next season already. Hopefully, they do well. Go Chiefs. And then just a brief little touch on then what happened on Wednesday. Had a great turnout for the victory parade. An amazing time with the players and the coaching staff and the front office. And everything was going great until the very end when some people decided to be jackasses. I'm not going to get into the politics of everything, but it's just there's a sportscaster, or not a sportscaster, but a sports commentator named Nick Wright. He is from Kansas City. He's on Fox Sports 1, and he said it very succinctly. We have stolen the childhood of our current this generation of kids. He's told a story of how he and his family made it back. You know, his wife, his wife's sister made it back to the hotel during all of that, and that's when he broke down, because there's an older woman that said that she was there with her kids and her grandkids, and it was her 14-year-old granddaughter that took the lead to get them to safety, because she had been trained how to do that. And that hits real hard and really close to home. Not only do my niece and nephew and my granddaughter and grandsons go to school and have to deal with this, but Donna has to deal with it, because she goes to school every day, and the fact that she could potentially be in that situation terrifies me. Again, I'm not going to go into the politics of which there shouldn't even be politics, but that's just, I'm not going to go into what should be done, what shouldn't be done, because I don't know. I don't have the answers. If I had the answers, I'd fix it. I don't. So that being said, what I'm going to say is, my heart goes out to the families that were directly impacted by this, and then all of the people that were there. First thing I did is check with all my Kansas City people as soon as I found out, and I don't think any of them went to the event. And if they did, they were just along the parade route. They weren't actually out in front of Union Station. So everybody that I know is safe and sound. I know it's kind of a bummer to start off the show with. I'm sorry, but I needed to get that off my chest. That it sucks that we have to deal with that these days, and smarter people than me haven't figured it out yet. But something I would think would need to be done, but I don't know what it is going to be. So that being said, let's get out of the real world and into our happy little world of miniatures where, yes, we roll dice and shoot things, but nobody's getting hurt. I like that story. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great week. Like I said, it's a week of up and downs for me. I won't go into it any further than that because I don't want to completely bring down the mood. What I am going to do though is I forgot to grab these before I started tonight, so bear with me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Thank you for waiting. So last Saturday, I talked to y'all about the new hobby that Donna and I picked up, and which is 2-part epoxy resin. And we made dice. My set is blue. Here it is. We haven't colored in the numbers yet. I want to find out exactly what the professionals are using, but had this nice blue, had some glitter in it. All of mine turned out pretty good. Here's the D20. Like I said, I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do the numbers. I'm a little disappointed with I either didn't put enough glitter in or something, because the glitter did settle on the bottoms there. But that's okay. They're still cool. All of mine turned out pretty good. Here's the D8. I do have to knock the edges off with some sandpaper or something because it is pretty sharp. Here's my D10. Like I said, it's more glittery on the downside. So when it's poured, it was poured like this, down this way. And then, of course, the glitter pooled down on the bottom. Um, I do have like this one here has some bubbling, but it's still gonna roll good. I think it'll still work. Here's my tins tin here. And then the ever dreaded D4. Um, there is a couple of bad spots on it, like right here, big old chunk out of the side. I think it'll still roll okay. Now, Donna's didn't do as well. I over poured on mine. But Donna did not, and so she ended up with some pretty good chunks out of hers. Hers are orange, and I like this orange. So as you can see, it's got a big old chunk out of it here. But still, I mean, the fact that I can now make dice. Oh yeah, here's a bad one. The tins tin, big old chunk. Again, it was like this. It was poured like this, and again, she didn't over pour, so it when it set, it kind of shrinks a little, and so we got this cavity. But all in all, it was fun. We had a lot of fun with it. It didn't take long. You only get about 30 or 45 minutes once you pour the two parts together and stir it up. You got about 30 minutes to work with it. So I mean, not bad for a first time, man. It's cool. Yeah, a D5.5. There you go, Panther Shadow. I like that. D5.5. Yeah, first sense practice, exactly, Charles. It's a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be making more sets, and if I get it to where they come out a little bit better, I might start giving them away. Who knows? I think it'd be kind of cool. Who all do we have out here tonight? Charles came in early at 7:30, saying evening and thank you, Panther Shadow. Charles, how'd you get here so fast? He says, my phone is always very close at hand and at times just good old-fashioned blind luck. Maury, welcome, sir.
What's going on, everybody?
I was showing off the dice that Donna and I made.
Oh, nice. What do they look like, man?
Well, here's my set.
Oh,
I haven't inked the numbers yet.
I'm about to say, man, I can't read the numbers, but I'd imagine that's an easy fix.
Yeah. This was our very first set ever. There's a couple. My set's really good. I do have a chunk out of here on the D4, but shit, who uses D4s, right? Donna's didn't fare as well. Here's her tins tin. It's got a big old cavity in it from being underpoured into the mold. And then her D6 is kind of the same way. As Panther Shadow said, this is D5.5.
There you go. What's the fix for those?
So for these with the big cavities in them, overpour the material into the mold.
Okay.
So,
is there like a settling process with like a concrete form type thing, or is that just
kinda
because they didn't get enough material in there?
They didn't get enough material in there. That's all. Not a big deal. You do stuff, and if it comes out great. Do the same thing you just did. If it didn't come out right, you learn from it.
Yeah, at least it's an easy fix. Yeah.
Yeah. So we genuinely have, God, 30 different colors at least that we could use.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah. So once we get the process, quote unquote, perfected, so we know what we're doing on a regular basis, we've got the ability to do a 2, 3, or 4 color pour into the same mold. So what you do is you would get, like, if you wanted, like for you, McMurray, perfect set would be red, white, and blue, right?
Hey.
What we would do is we would make a red color, a white color, and a blue color, pour them together. We've got a container that's separated, and we would just pour all 3 colors at the same time into the mold. And so they kind of would swirl together until, and then, once they get into the mold, then they set up. And when they pop out 3 days later, we got, patriotic dice for you. And I might just do that just because why the fuck not, right? Because I can at this point. I might start sending sets of dice out to people just because.
That'd be cool, man. That or do, yeah, man. I'm about to say, imagine doing red, white, and blue ones for, and everybody who plays in, shit. You could do red, white, and blue, and red, white, and green, and give everybody who plays in your Mattapan game a die based on if they were the Sketty boys or the T boys.
Exactly. So, we'll just see what happens. It's just it's something that Don and I can set some time up aside to do together and have fun with.
Hell no, Panther Shadow. Red, white, and blue for America. Dog.
Jesus. Next time he's going to be saying just turn it on its side and it'll be fucking the Netherlands.
Yeah, man. Also, Chris Long's here. Hey, Chris. What's going on?
Well, see, I could do a red, white, and I'd do red, white, and red for him.
Yeah, there you go. Telemachus, what company sells items you can't afford, buddy? High roller like yourself. I don't think those companies are out there too much.
Yeah, but I am with Telemachus, man. I can't be balling,
Yeah.
Let's see who else is out here. Richard Keenan is in the house saying hello. Hello, Richard. Thanks for joining us. Panther Shadow, of course. Hissy Cat's in the house. Charles has, we got all the standard back and forth saying howdy, howdy. Mandarin Mike's with us. Charles and Charles again, and Hissy and Charles and Panther Shadow. If I manufactured my own dice, I'd still roll ones.
Yeah, I know how that goes, man.
Percy's in the house. He says, hey. Now, see, when I see that, hey, I immediately think Fat Albert. Hey. But I know there's others out there that say hey also, but I always go to Fat Albert.
What are we painting on today, Chris?
I am going to see if I can't figure out these little dudes right here. My
Confederates?
My Confederates.
Yeah, man, I thought you had a bunch of those painted already.
No, I don't have them painted them. I have them primed.
Oh, okay.
Got them primed gray.
Gotcha. There you go.
So, I'm going on the assumption that gray was a good color to start. And the pants, I guess, are just going to be different forms of, I don't know. What colors would I use on them?
I mean, you could certainly use gray. You could use like a butternut. any sort of lighter brown might work on a rarer case. You can even use
Yeah.
like sky blue, like Union pants. It's not.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Yeah, it's
Percy says roll them about 500 times and see if they favor a number set. I mean,
yeah, your miscasties. It happens.
yeah. Show the malformed ones to the ones that rolled bad. Poor encourager les artres. That's Canadian or French or some whatnot.
I'm about to say, I think he's just saying to tell him that's what happens if you roll shitty.
Exactly. We got Walkabout Games, Chris Long in the house. Tell me because I'm currently boycotting any company. Yep, right there with you. No, not for France. Was just humor. Oh no, I get it, Telemachus. No, we're picking up what you're putting down, brother. We understand. Oh hey, Mutt will be joining us shortly.
Outstanding.
And Chris Long is putting up more paint racks tonight.
It's always good to see Brian. Let's give Brian a great big round of applause when he pops in. Oh shit, is he here?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh god, that escalated quickly.
You're right.
That'd be weird.
No, I was doing the round of applause like we do in Scouts.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
Give them a really big hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Because Scouts be goofy like that. Alrighty. Well, do I have a butternut? That's the real question.
I mean, like, the nice thing is, especially at 6 mil, lots and lots and lots of things can work. So if you've got like Iraq, like Vallejo Iraqi sand.
Oh, I definitely have that somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good butternut, especially because you're already kind of past with priming gray. You're not really looking at using contrast paints at this point in time, not to mention the fact that contrast paints on small stuff are sometimes a bit of a pain anyways, especially when with this, your best bet really honestly might be, and I mean, it's a solid bet. I've done it many times, might be to just run with, you hit the pants, which really is hitting the high parts of the pants.
Right.
And, if you want to do them all in butternut, that's fine. If you want to do them in gray, that's fine too. There were some Confederate units that were pretty properly equipped. You hit the, what I usually do is I'll hit the weapons, the muskets before I do skin, because I like to do all the skin at once. And it's a pain to hit. If you do the skin second, then it's not the end of the world if you get musket brown on the skin color.
Right.
If you do skin first, then all of a sudden
you got to worry about it.
A little more serious, yeah.
Now keeping in mind, I am painting these really small.
They're 6 mil, right? Or 8?
Ostensibly, yeah, they're like 6.5.
Okay, yeah.
Call them 6, good enough, right? So, what color would the rifles be? I've got like an oak brown here. Is that too dark, or would that be
oak brown, leather brown? I mean, it depends on where they were manufactured, how they were finished, how well they were maintained, and especially given that you're doing Confederates, it can be anywhere in that gamut.
Okay. And would you even worry about dealing with the rifle or the barrels?
No, but I'd certainly hit the bayonets.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do the bayonets.
I wouldn't necessarily be too concerned about the barrels.
Yeah.
Do they have packs on?
That's a good question. Does not look like there are packs.
Nice. There you go. I was about to say, if they do, you can usually get away with just a simple black, or since it's 6 mil, using like German
gray.
desert or German gray, which is even dark
Yeah.
then, maybe necromancer stone or something, or necromancer cloak from Army Paint or something like that, just dark
Yeah.
gray. And then, I mean, once you get those, what is that? So you don't have to worry about the gray. So you're getting a brown on there, a second brown on there, skin on there. I mean, you toss on a wash and they're going to look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then are you printing like flag strips also, or is it all the same strip?
So no, I do have a flag stand.
Okay. So then,
So this here, hold on. Need to change something here. Get off that.
my point is the nice part is if you've got some that look better from the front than others, like if you make a small mistake on one, they just go in the second row.
Right. So this is a full stand for a 30 by 60.
So you got 5 just basic strips and 1 command strip?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because what's going to happen is one of these gets taken down to singles, and they actually sit on the end. They're kind of like the end caps. So it's a full.
So it's a full 3 strip, and then you're breaking one up and scatter them around on the base.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because that way I've got 2 lines that go from edge to edge. So when I put them side by side, it's one continuous row of dudes with no breaks at the bases. Where go from base to base.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So. All right. So I'm gonna. So I've got this light brown.
Get after it.
Almost an ochre.
It might be a little light for muskets, especially because
no, I was thinking about the pants.
It might work for some pants. Butternut is really like almost like a tan, like a light tan, like a khaki pants sort of thing, or a little lighter than that most of the time. It's almost just a natural wool sort of color. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this game color khaki would work.
Probably very, very well, especially once you toss a wash over it. If there's brown in the wash, then it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm probably going to use Citadel Sepia.
There you go. I've been mixing a like black wash and a flesh wash together 1-to-1, and then with a third part water or medium, depending on what I'm using. And that's actually, I've been really, really happy with that. There's some sort of name for it. I don't remember what it is. It's some sort of, I don't know, but yeah. Big fan. But
that's khaki also. I do not know what happened to my Iraqi sand.
It's all good.
Four bottles at one point. No, and that it's not that, it's not that, I've got to use it. It's that I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm the same way with field grays. I don't know how many field gray bottles at one point in time, and I have no idea where the hell they are. But yeah,
I think I'll just go with the khaki. And then you said like a sky blue.
I mean, that's just a standard Union pants color.
Yeah.
And Union pants were pretty regular pickups, given that pants don't necessarily last entirely long. And, having pants is generally considered to be a good thing.
Yeah, unless you're Scottish and then, or Pictish.
Well, yeah.
You go, Free Willy, so to speak.
Yeah.
No, Wizard Orb green is not the color I'm looking for. Nor is Goblin green.
It happens.
So what are you working on, sir?
I'm about to get started spraying my mat for March to Victory. I've got a full scale run through game coming up on Monday.
Nice.
And that should be pretty fantastic. But I need a mat for it. So,
there you go.
Recalled that again. I only have that like 40 by 40 mat that I used at Battles and Brews a few years ago. So
right.
But that should be relatively simple. I think I'm going to do the Jay Wiley himself special and run with. He does a ridiculously good job making mats out of the placemats, or not placemats, plastic tablecloths that have the real fine or real thin flannel backing on the back of them.
Yeah.
He does a ridiculously good job at that. And so I figured I'd take a whack at that. Got a couple different colors of orange spray paint, hoping that spray paint will work pretty well on that. I feel like if I try and apply regular paint on that, it's going to just kind of smash down those fibers. And while the fibers aren't really needed for Mars, they certainly add a good texture.
Sure, absolutely.
They'll almost certainly be lost if I, just slather on normal paint. So we'll see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, I'm 100% sure that I have more than enough time the next month to do a traditional, canvas drop cloth mat, which I've done before. Know how to do that. That's fine. Just figured I'd try something new, something that might work well for other projects into the future as well. But that's what we'll be getting into in just a minute here.
Outstanding. Let's see. Mutt, of course, is eating. He's having a Carl's Jr. grilled chicken. For those that live east of the Mississippi, that would be a Hardee's grilled chicken.
There you go.
Because Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are the same company. Why they've got two different names, I don't know. I don't care. They're the same company. What I do know is they make some pretty good burgers.
Same sort of thing with Breadco and Panera. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, St. Louis Breadco and Panera. Chris Long says, I have a coffee color. He spells color wrong. I have a coffee color with Iraqi sand. I use a wash at the end. Nice.
Yeah, there you
go. Once I get White Death and Port Stanley games set up, I'm going to try to squeeze in a small fistful of lead, Tale of Terror scenario, some of my new French infantry versus some nasty undead. Very cool. I like that.
Was that Charles?
I like it. Yeah, it was Charles.
I was about to say I didn't see it, but as soon as you said French infantry, there we go. You did just paint up a ton of French infantry this past month. It was quite awesome to see. Is Port Arthur the land engagement in Port Arthur, or does it include aspects of the naval? I don't know. I don't know if it's best termed as a siege. That's what they called it, the siege of Port Arthur. But
right. Percy says I use Vallejo tan earth, then wash with AP Brown for World War II rifles.
There you go. Yep.
Panther Shadow says mini Warmut with hand clapping. Chris Long looks like I might be ordering another boat for the Spanish pirates.
Nice. What kind of boat are you looking at there, Mr. Long?
And he says proper King's English, sir. You know why we don't put use in all of those words? Because about 230 some odd years ago, we had a little kerfuffle to get away from you, meaning the King's English.
Yep.
Charles says land, air, sea, and air.
Nice. That's pretty outstanding.
And Chris Long says Barco Luengo 28 millimeter.
Oh, nice. You should send a link to that, Chris. That sounds super
It's
cool.
It's an upgunned bark.
Okay. I was about to say, is that an STL or is that a full? I wonder if that's again an STL or a full blown model, and if it's a model, if it's MDF or resin or high density foam or what.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome. All right, Chris, I managed to get my hands on one of the.
He said Firelock.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. There you
Telemachus says it was cheaper to drop the U when sending Western Union telegraphs. There you go. He says resin and metal.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Come on. That is one of the problems of having paints that when you don't paint often. Getting them back into shape.
Oh, that's just as easy as painting more often.
Well, yeah. You would think it'd be that easy, but. So, Donna and I, to celebrate Valentine's Day, a little late, mind you, but we're still, going to celebrate. We're going to be heading down to Wentzville tomorrow to the B&B theaters down there. And we're going to go see the 1984 release of Dune.
Nice. You get to see Sting dance and stuff?
Yeah, in his winged bikinis.
I know that's going to be the highlight of your time.
Oh yeah. I have never seen it in the theater. Now, Dad took Jay when it came out in 1984. But I was living with Mom in Kansas City at the time, so I missed out.
Jay had that little brother energy going.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
that youngest child thing.
Dad loves sci-fi.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if there's going to be a sci-fi show, and one of his favorite all-time books is Dune by Frank Herbert.
It's a stellar book, yeah.
So, not one that I would recommend to someone who is just starting off reading in sci-fi, because it is pretty dense. But needless to say, it's a pretty stellar piece of literature.
It's fair. I feel like Dune, out of the Frank Herbert Dune books, is probably probably not. Actually, I take that back. Probably not one of them. It is the easiest to read and get into out of the Frank Herbert Dune books.
Oh, absolutely. It
gets pretty rough after a few.
Yeah. To be honest, go ahead.
No, go for it.
What I was going to say is, in all honesty, you probably can just read Dune, Children of Dune, and if you really want to push it, God Emperor of Dune, and you can call it quits there, because it gets really weird really fast past that.
And I feel bad because I did enjoy the follow-on sequels, or the follow-on, books that came afterwards, which are sequels, my bad. Yeah. But also, one thing that people used to, I don't know if they still do, people used to really crap on the Kevin Anderson, or the prequels that were written by Herbert's kid, and I thought it was Kevin J. Anderson. I don't remember.
I think you're right.
Because he wrote a bunch of Star Wars novels as well. But anyways, people used to, I don't know if they still do. But people used to crap on those all the time, and they were quite fun. At least House Atreides, House Harkonnen, and House Carino. Those three were.
Yeah. Yeah, those aren't too bad.
Did
Mr. Mutt.
Did I hear the man himself?
You did hear the Mutt.
What's up?
What's going on, buddy? Wait, you don't even have your camera on. You're not gonna show off your cool new stuff.
Hold on. I think it's. Let's see. It is working. Hey, Wag. You ready?
Wow,
You ready?
some cool stuff. Yeah, dude. Hit it.
Here it goes. Ooh.
Oh, that looks great, dude. Let me blow that up. Hold on. Whoa. I'm blowing you up.
What?
That looks fabulous.
Yeah.
It really does, man.
Ooh.
That
then
is
you do this.
spectacular.
You ready? Oh.
Nice.
Anyways, it's my little toy.
Stellar, sir. Stellar.
Yeah. Got a Elgato Stream Deck, so now you just push buttons and the camera.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Which is weird because I'm used to being on Brian's stream and pushing buttons and having the cameraman go crazy.
There's that.
So I'll put this on the table there, and now I don't have to go back and forth clicking buttons on the keyboard for a screen, and all that. I have another camera on the way here, and that'll be the close-up action one, whatever, and good to go for next week.
Basically, Brian's a big heaping deal now. So
We
we all need to
Well, I mean,
grovel and make good in front of the High Lord Mucky Muck over here.
he's making the big money now, so he's making them YouTube bucks.
No, that's Todd.
Got that Mr. Beast money.
Yeah.
Shit.
Brian's
That's
basically the
all.
Mr. Beast of, the northern Arizona zombie side scene.
Oh yeah, you ready?
Oh no. What have I done? Oh, he's got little sound effects he can play now too.
Yeah, for Zombicide and all that stuff.
Nice.
Anyways, it took a while to get used to. I thought I might have wasted my money on it, but
A while to get used to. Brian, you've had it for like a day.
yeah, I know, and it was frustrating trying to figure it out.
My point is, it didn't take you that long to get used to it. You got to figure it out pretty quick, buddy.
Well, for what I want to do, but there's so much more you could do with this thing.
Oh, that's fair.
So, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, DJ Mutt. What's up, Izzy?
Hey,
Talk about
now-
Charles.
Now that we have you on the show, Mr. Mutt, I got 4 words for you.
What?
How about them Chiefs?
Oh, well, yeah, man. So I wasn't as too like woohoo about it. It was especially the ending. There was like, my gosh, Cole Hartman was left wide open. So,
Well, I mean, they ran corn dog.
yeah.
That's
wow.
it's how they won. That's how they won last year.
Man, but Trash Train, man, I haven't done any Trash Train for a little bit. It's been a while. So,
Yeah,
dang,
we
it's
need to
cold,
get
man.
you
It's freaking 64.
Oh, gee, I would knife somebody for 64.
So,
Actually, we will see 60. We will see close to 64 on Wednesday.
well, there we go. Yep.
All right. So we got we got the brown, or we got the ochre, the
Nice. The butternut.
butternut. Yeah, we got the butternut down.
I was
Nice.
listening to you guys on the way back on that color. I was wondering, because you said Army Painter might be an issue, but I was wondering if Sam Gollum would be good for from Army Painter.
Probably.
So,
And then I'm going to be using dark blue gray from Vallejo. That should work, shouldn't it?
Or
oh no!
Yeah.
oh, sure, yeah.
Oh no!
Your primary colors should still probably be. So they should mostly probably have butternut and gray.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a blue
Uh huh.
per
Absolutely.
little stand.
Absolutely.
Oh, my French fries ran off.
Your French fries ran off?
Yeah, they took a spill.
Uh-oh.
So,
no.
oh,
Where did the little bride guy go today?
oh. What, Carl Jr.?
Oh,
Is this,
yeah.
Carl Jr.
Oh. It's the unveiling.
Now, what color on the jackets? Just this dark gray that I've got,
I
or
just
should
leave him that gray.
okay?
I would just leave him that gray, man.
And same for the gray pants. Just leave them this. Don't.
Yeah, I mean, if they had gray pants, they would certainly be made out of the same cloth as the jackets. So
Yeah.
get after it.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes these very easy to paint. then.
Uh-huh. It certainly does.
I am gonna want real quick. The real problem I have then is the straps.
Why? They're 6 mil.
Don't even dick with them.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, by all means, if you want to, get after it. Don't.
Now you know me, man. I'm not gonna. I had hard enough time doing all the fucking web gear on my 15 millimeter U.S. infantry.
Oh, that's a game map. I'm on Wiley Games' little Facebook group here, and I saw this lava thing, and I looked at it, it's a game map. Thought the dude made the whole thing.
Speaking of
Unfortunately, probably not.
Speaking of Mr. Jay Wiley, he got best or most historical game at a historical gaming convention.
I saw that.
That is stellar at all levels.
That's hilarious.
Especially when you know the history of that group.
Also, when you know Jay's enthusiasm or semi lack thereof for strict historical gaming.
Right. Well, it helped that it was Vikings.
Oh no, I'm aware. Yeah.
But yeah, I find it not quite ironic, but yes, Chris Long, the Heart of America Historical Miniature Game Society,
Their Border Wars convention in Kansas City.
Border Wars convention, gave him gave him most historical game. I love it. I'll be perfectly honest. That is just stellar on all levels. Now that being said, they are going to be changing their name and the name of the convention. My understanding.
To what?
I don't know yet. Probably we aren't the same pricks that used to be here.
Well, that's fair.
Because they were a bunch of douche nozzles prior.
Well, that'll happen.
Oh no, I've got some rifles without bayonets. You know what? Oh well.
Okay.
You should be getting those paints pretty soon from Hobby Homies. You just told me about them. You sent them off.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah, mine got lost in the lingo to going to Great Britain.
What?
Yeah, I got a tracking number and all that. It just says, Bell Gardens, California, in transit too. And that's it. It's been like that for like almost 3 weeks for this one.
Wait, was that package going to England or where's that package going to?
To England.
It's probably stuck in customs. I thought
yeah.
It is. I'm sure.
I thought that was a local package. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's stuck in customs, and I'm hoping that was one that was going to Shadowcat, and then there's one going to British Legion that's on its way there. So I just hope they get it.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
I guess it changed or something. Their postal stuff has changed over there. Or?
Well, because because of Brexit, yeah, and there's a lot of changes have happened. What are you going to be working on tonight, Mutt?
1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12. 12 more Griggs. 1, 2, 3, 6 more Zombicide runners. Finished up a Magician Reaper miniature. Finished up on Freddie Mercury in the Black Plague Zombicide. Did Rob, a.k.a. Kevin Costner from the movie Open Range Zombicide. And Chiquita. See, man, doing all the Western now. That's why I got that whole Undead Alive Kickstarter. It's not just for that game, but I'm going to be using them for like this stuff here. So, and actually I finished up Fallout. Moira Brown is a character in Fallout. She's out there drying from the mat spray or whatever. So I've been pretty busy. Yeah. So close to having the whole Greek army done. So close. Been 3D printing like crazy too, man.
There you go. Get after it.
Yeah. But yeah, the Fallout miniatures is doing the problem is, man, Fallout miniatures are so damn expensive. And this one's the Washington personalities. And there's a Boston one out there I've been eyeing down. But, I've been listening a lot of the Fallout radio stuff on YouTube. It's pretty cool listening to it. So while painting.
Oh, the channels that they have in game. Yeah.
All that stuff, yeah. So it's cool.
Yeah. Boston is Fallout 4. And then Washington, D.C. is Fallout 3.
Yeah, it has a 3-Dog Night character on there. 3-Dog.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Bring up a whole bunch of walls now for a Zombicide Invader. Still got a whole bunch more to go. So, getting all that 3D stuff taken care of for all that kind of junk. Yeah. Haven't really bought. I mean, those Fallouts about all I bought for miniatures, man. Not really much out there to get unless I want to go to Mantic Games Dead Zone and all that stuff. But
which you don't.
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but yeah. I think the neat thing about that Mantic Games with their future stuff, their sci-fi, it's blended in with all 3 of their games: Warpath, Firefight, and Dead Zone. So it's kind of neat. So, and then waiting on Old Glory miniatures to arrive. I did buy some, but anyway.
What'd you get?
Again, ACW.
What scale?
Oh, what do you think? 15s.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to you about that. I was kind of like, I'm going to do it. So, man, that's it, man. So I got the 3D breed weird Western STL walkabout. And I don't know what Tomicus is saying, Princes of the Universe.
That is the one of the songs from Highlander, sung by Queen.
Oh.
Come on, man.
I like fat bottom girls. They keep the rock and roll go around.
Accurate.
Slinging facts. Slinging facts.
Where's Reese's Pieces?
He is off tonight. I think he's got a. Bible study that's running late.
All right.
So, and being that he is kind of a big deal in his church, he's a lay reader for his church. He kind of has to.
Cool.
Kind of needs to be there. So, I told him by all means, don't worry about us. We're all good here. We're fine. How are you?
Boring conversation, anyways.
Thank you.
All good.
Do you remember the movie Paul?
Paul.
Yeah. It was the Nick Frost, Seth, not Seth, shit.
Alien dude. Rogan.
Yeah, Seth Rogen did the voice. Simon Pegg, Alien movie.
I do not remember it, but
I
certainly know who Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are.
Yeah. Well, they're one of the scenes is oh shit. What? Damn it! He was in Arrested Development and Ozark. Jason Bateman. Yeah, Jason Bateman's in it. He's an FBI agent.
All right.
And he's driving in his car, his FBI car with the radio, and they're talking to him, and he's going rogue, right? And so they're telling him to do something. He pulls out his pistol, shoots the radio. It's just boring conversation anyway. I was the only one in the theater that laughed at that.
It's a good Star Wars reference. It's a solid.
Yeah, it's like, why are you assholes not laughing at this? That was probably one of the funniest, just offhand jokes in the entire damn movie.
Yeah, it's pretty outstanding.
What color would you do the bayonets?
Some sort of gunmetal silver.
Okay.
You have a silver, you have a gunmetal, you got a broadsword, whatever it is.
Yeah. I do.
Han Solo and Death Star also says that. Tomicus.
What's up?
Tomicus said Han Solo and Death Star also says that.
That's where it came. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
That's why it was funny.
Yeah.
Funny how? Funny ha-ha? Funny like a clown?
Funny fun, funny.
Do I amuse you?
So, should I add the machine gun stuff for the bolt action games?
Yeah.
Rat-tat-tat goes the gap.
Here's the question. Is the Bry guy going to wind up with one of Warlord's Achtung Panzer sets?
That's just came out, didn't it?
No, it's going to.
Oh. I just saw
put out a whole bunch of starter sets for it, buddy.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
It will be.
Yeah.
Also, there's the new Battlefront. No, that's what you were saying, right? Battlefront or Warlord?
Warlord.
Yeah, Battlefront's coming out with an all tank game that's set in 1948.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Battlefront is?
Yep.
How did I miss that? Jesus.
They just announced it this week. The Americans are going to have Easy 8s, Jumbos, Pershings, Hellcats, and Jacksons or Chaffies. I don't remember. The Soviets are going to have IS-2s, T-34 85s,
Oy.
T-44/54s, and a Su-100.
This seems like the British are going to kick the shit out of everybody with a Centurion.
The Germans are going to have, of course, the Tiger, the Tiger 2,
Wait,
Hornies 3.
Pause. You said 1948,
Yeah,
and the Germans have tanks.
yeah.
The Germans have factories.
The war ended in 1944. In this reality, in this alternate universe, the war ended in 44 instead of 45.
Huh.
Now, how they're breaking that up, how they've got, is it, because it's going to be Americans, ostensibly it's the Americans versus the Soviets and the British versus the Germans. That's how they're packing the starter boxes.
What?
Yeah.
Whose side are the Germans on?
Theirs, apparently. Dude, it's Battlefront.
Battlefront miniatures. Jesus, somebody's real confused. I thought you were going to say that they're putting out their Great War stuff again, which they are, but
Now you got me looking it up.
Well, while y'all are looking that up, I'm going to step away for a second, and I'll be right back.
Ooh, hijack the show.
yeah, we're talking about Clash of Steel, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah, that kind of confused me because they have a Clash of Steel out for World War II.
Oh, I guess.
So
It's 1948, and the world war has started again. Alternative history where the war in Europe finishes in 1944 with the surrender of Germany restarts 4 years later in the face of Soviet aggression. It's wild that the war ends in 44 with German surrender, and somehow they get more favorable terms than they did after having the shit stomped out of them a year later. Operation Unthinkable starter sets. Yep, Germans versus British and Americans versus Soviets. Again, the whole point of Operation Unthinkable, Brian, was instead of just smashing the shit out of the Germans, though, we say, hey, why don't we team up with you guys and what you got left and go east? Or finish off the Germans and then continue east. Not give the Soviets 4 years to reinforce and rearm and requip.
yeah, there is. You know what? The tanks are cool, but I just can't. I have a hard time just having tank on tank. You gotta have the infantry, man.
There's certainly sometimes when it's fun, but especially when you wind up putting 30 tanks fighting 30 tanks, it's just like, okay, where's the guy with, especially in the more modern stuff, it's like, where's the guy with the tow mounted on a Jeep that's just coming in his pants right now?
Yeah. Walkabout says would probably use them for some other rules. The kits look great. Panther Shadow said, "What happened to Adolf? Does he retire in Argentina?"
Yeah, exactly.
And Actun, and then Hissy saying, "Is Actun Panzer armor only?" Don't know yet, Hissy. I'm trying to find this out.
I don't know because they're selling big big tank boxes, but then each of them has like 3 little dismounted crew figures in them too. So like there are dismounted crew figures, but I don't know what you're supposed to do when you have 3 dismounted crew figures and your opponent's got 5 tanks. You know what I mean? So I mean, I think I don't know if they're giving those out as like, table dressing or what, but they got miniatures for them. That or if they're just throwing them in there because Battlefront makes them and can't sell them.
Okay.
Or not Battlefront, Warlord.
You're telling me that the Germans don't have the models?
It's on the front of their book. Are you talking about Clash of Steel?
All I got is just their title. I don't see where is it?
Are you talking about the Clash of Steel thing from Battlefront?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
When you scroll all the way down to the homepage where it says German Forces, the tank that's pictured right there is a mouse.
All right, yeah, because I just see the American one. Oh, there we go.
It's all at the bottom.
Yep. I was wondering, man. Dude, how the heck are you going to defeat that?
With a river.
Interesting. So this is pretty much more of a World of Tanks kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Because it is Gale Force 9. So, yeah. Now, where's this Actun stuff, man? I want to see this Actun.
Its Warlord is Achtung Panzer, ACHTUNG. Panzer, PANZER.
Warlord Games. Now, this is going to be... What's the whole purpose of this one? What?
I have no idea. It looks like tank-on-tank combat.
Oh, more tank-on-tank.
That isn't tank war.
Puts you in command of a tank platoon and thrusts you into the heart of the action on the battlefields of World War II. Oh, by the way, we have another tank-on-tank game out, too.
Well, it's weird because they say you're in charge of a tank platoon, but then they give you this mixed-up kerfuffle jumble of tanks. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No infantry. Well, there's some infantry. Very little.
Yeah, the only ones I saw were the little dismounted.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, because let's look at because the main starter set, at least that at least seems to make sense. It's 3 Shermans and 2 Panthers, 2 of their little farmhouse terrain kits, which is kind of nice. But then let's see here. The British, what's the whole collection? What the hell are the starters? Jesus Christ.
Toma goes, maybe one of the bombs take Adolf out instead of missing. Hissy says, run! Walkabout. It's apparently very RPG-like, so if crews survive, they get new tank, etc. They gain experience. Meandering says the purpose is to take your money. Agree.
Accurate. So the German tank starter box has like a Tiger, a Hetzer, a Panzer IV, looks like Panzer IV H and A, and then like a Panzer III, which is one of those. It's not a tank platoon unless you're in some weird Panzerhaus building like a school platoon.
Yeah.
The British one has a Cromwell. Actually, it looks like the British one does have 3 Churchills, not Cromwell, 3 Churchills. An AEC and then an M10, but it's an M10, not a Achilles. It doesn't have a muzzle brake on it, so that's kind of weird.
You see how expensive it is for the all-in launch collection? $810.
It's fucking stupid.
How much?
$810 for the all-in launch collection.
That's buying everything they make, but yeah.
Wow,
that's crazy talk.
That's zombicide talk, man.
The American platoon has 3 Easy 8s, an M36, and a Stuart
Sturt.
Let's see here.
Gosh,
The
German.
Soviets look like they're sitting on 3 T-34-76s, a T-34, oh, that's an IS, and then a KV-1. It's weird that there's not. I hope you can turn those T-34s into 85s because that'd be straight up embarrassing if it's not.
Hissy wants the KV2.
So if that's the Warlord plastic kit, you should be able to turn that into a KV-2.
Yeah. And Walkba says he's going to wait on the book.
You know, that's the issue, right? They put out all these starters and you can't just buy the damn book or the cards. Play What a Tanker, folks. That's all that tells me.
Exactly.
What a anchor.
What a Tanker is a fantastic game. I'll be playing it on Wednesday.
It is an amazing game. I'll be running a game of What a Tanker at March to Victory.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Wow, $315 if you want to get like a German collection or a British collection and so forth.
Yeah, that's the starter box and then their army box.
Yeah, I ain't buying this, McMurray. No way.
I'm not saying you should.
Yeah.
I was teasing you, to be honest with you.
All right, because you mentioned starter sets, so I was like, oh, but no.
Yeah, but and then I saw that even the just basic tank forces with 3 tanks in it, or 5 tanks in it, and then like the crew figures are still $165, which is patently silly.
The what in the who?
It's got 3 Shermans, an M36, and a Stuart, as well as 5 mounted crew and 3 dismounted crew. And then I guess whatever cards you need. But
Wow.
yeah, it's Warlord. So
That is ridiculous.
US is 165, which I'm sure means that if you use just an actual an actual like money to change, or an actual bank to change the money, it would be 120, which is more close to reasonable still.
Yeah.
Beyond what I'm going to pay, but far closer
That
to reasonable.
is damn. That's for 5 tanks.
They're 28 millimeter, but yes.
Oh, we're talking Warlord. Okay, never mind. Okay,
All right. Hey, does everybody know? Yeah, Noble Knights having their winter clearance, eh?
Yep.
I'm clearing them out.
anything good in there?
Not after
Okay,
Brad got
fine.
told.
Whole bunch of hex encounters. I could run off the list and let you know. I mean, but see, I do that small
There's
stuff.
30,000 things in there, man. No, you can't.
Oh, I know I can't.
I mean, not with that attitude.
Yeah.
I know how long Brian can stay up.
What?
They got medication for that now.
Chris said you couldn't read with that attitude, and I said I know how long you're willing to stay up, and it's not long enough to read 80,000 products.
Yeah. I got a couple SPIs, decision games, 4 SPIs. Yeah, but see, I'm buying those strategy and tactic magazine games, right? Because there are not that many,
Yep.
counters out, and that's my style.
Panther Shadow said we could almost buy our own ship for that much. Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker. Facts.
Yeah, McMurray, I got an Armada game.
Yeah, you did, didn't you, buddy?
Yeah, I did. It's by SPI, and it's the Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
The War with Spain, 1586.
Actually,
1604.
You know something cool? You know who else has that game?
Who?
Me.
I don't believe
Who
you.
else has that game?
I don't know. Who?
You know who else does other than you and I now?
Who?
Jeffy.
It's a boat game.
I know. Jeffy
Did
did
you-
play that game, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Did you send
Oh,
it to
now I'm
me?
being told to make sure I have the errata for the SPR Armada games. Hey, man, you freaking Hex Encounter games can't get it right the first time.
Oh, shut up. Like, buddy, one of these days. Oh, look at Brian's trying to get you canceled, Chris.
Uh-huh.
Zinging out the copyrighted shit.
No, that's a royalty-free sound, man. Can't get
Oh, it
busted.
is?
Yeah, can't get busted for it.
I see.
Uh,
All right, so I need to look. I'm trying to see if they've got.
oh, it's got money. I'm in the middle of a no spin February.
Who?
A lot going on here. So, $800 for a set is just a whale shakedown, Percy.
It is.
So, nah, I've been pretty good on buying. I've been buying more of the equipment stuff now. Trying because 2024 this fool here is going to be hosting more games.
Baby.
Yeah.
You guys heard it here first.
Oh yeah, I've even said that quite a few times. So, what good is a painted miniature if you're not going to use it on the table?
I don't know.
Yeah. So if I'm not doing that, then I might as well call myself a miniature painter and leave it at that. So,
What's the purpose of having miniatures if you don't come to March to Victory to play them?
so we'll see about that, man. So it'd be nice if they had their own. I don't know. So
Around what?
own place, their own like a con kind of thing, whatever.
What do you mean?
Like, because I would figure there'd be like elementary school gyms and gyms like that and stuff to try to whatever.
I mean, they've got space to run it.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I haven't said no yet. Oh. But let's see. There's the last of it right there, the chicken sandwich. Killed it. I know. It's so dark on that side. Do you see that, McMurray? What do you see out there?
Hang on.
You gotta look at the table and you gotta look closely. There's a couple things out there.
I see. I'm on a phone screen.
You can only see one of them actually. Dang it. The other one's off to this.
What the hell is that? A stone golem that fell down?
That's not a stone golem. That's rocks.
Okay. I see a sluice.
Yeah. So.
I see
I messed up on the right track.
some disjointed track. Yeah, that's gonna fuck a mine cart.
There you go. Yeah, we've got some crates out there too. Oh, I'm gonna push this back. Oh, that's what happened. You know, this track's gonna get all messed up when we're playing.
You're moving the miniature around.
And then there's that view. What do you see over there? Oh, you already spotted that out, so never mind.
Oh yeah, the little minefield over on the left side.
A minefield?
Yeah, where the dubers are gonna jump out.
There's no dubers.
There are 100% goobers buried in those two fucking graves right there.
No, there's not.
They're empty? That means there's zombies wandering around.
Man, like I'm gonna tell you, ruin the game. So anyway.
God forbid we play something that's minorly straightforward.
Oh,
First thing I'm gonna do
we'll
is roll that
play Gene
wagon
here.
over there that when the zombies try and come out of the ground, they're going to bump their heads and knock themselves out, and then it's not going to be our problem.
Okay. So, and I like the river runs through it.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways, it'll be pretty fun, man. Next, there's a lot of things I got to build for this. Is there a Coke machine? No, Panthers, no Coke machine. Where's the Pillsbury Doughboy? No, there's no Pillsbury Doughboy out there. Some dead-end tracks. Well, they lead to where you creep stuff up, man, where you're putting stuff, That's why there's a stagecoach on one side and a little walkway bridge kind of like there. So, anyways, we got one way across there, it looks like. Oh, and it's out in the open. That's not good. It's going to be fun.
It's fistful, and we'll task force our ways across the bridge or across the creek.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff. You can do anything you want, man. So, yeah. Need to do more boulders, more mountains, kind of like stuff. So there's only 2 that aren't out there. Just gonna try to get them all out there. But Choo Choo Train will leave you. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Choo Choo Train is going to leave you. Can't see it, dang it. But anyway.
It's the last train to Clarksville.
Yeah. Where is the stagecoach? Or do you mean the Conestoga type? Well, okay, whatever. We got to be technical about it. The wagon.
The wagon. I'm going to roll that over the graves. So when the zombies pop up, they bunk their heads.
Harness the zombies to the wagon. Boy, y'all think it's all zombies, man.
Yeah, it's because it's you.
It's me. Yeah.
I don't know why you're sounding like you're offended. Nobody's angry because you like playing zombies. Like,
I could move there. Do you see that?
what?
There's a couple of you guys right there.
Mm-hmm. That's all of us, isn't it? My 3 guys and then Greg?
Yeah. So we can do that if you want. I think Keegan's obviously cool about it. Do the RP.
The what?
The renown.
Oh, renown points? Okay.
Yeah. So that'll probably help Keegan get involved. But, if he rolls the dice and they end up dead, they're dead. So but I got plan B for him. So,
Yeah, turn them into zombies.
Yeah. Well, the whole I want to just host this game, so I don't want to get playing it. I want to host it. I want to just see you guys struggle. It's fun.
You want to see us struggle?
Struggle. Difference between a truck and a bus. Okay, all right, Tomas. Okay. So, I'm just a simple man. I play simple games, live a simple life, eat simple food. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's next week. 7 o'clock, I think is what I said. So it'll be 8 o'clock your time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which I think will be good for everyone.
I would assume so.
It's on a Saturday. That's a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, speaking of DeLorean there, Panther Shadow, I was thinking about getting Doc and Marty painted up from the Undead or Alive. And Marty's on a hoverboard, man. So that would look kind of cool. But we're going to play straight up now, so there ain't going to be no surprises. So I'm leaving the straight up games for ACW. So because, believe it or not, after this, since I got the Desert Scenery out, I'm going to do Picacho Peak. So get that thing going. I'm going to need players, obviously.
Well, you got one in West Virginia.
Peak, baby.
Yeah. So someone's got to be Lieutenant Barrett. Anyways, dummy. He reminds me from reading about it. He reminds you of that from that We Were Soldiers movie. That one guy who went out there chasing that scout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, trying to get all the glory and all that stuff, and bam. So, where's the?
All right, boys.
Oh. You could minimize me. Minimize me. Shrink me.
There you go. What do y'all think?
They're not based.
I don't have the bases.
I think they're looking quite nice so far.
Yes, they look great. Let's wait for McMurray to. Yes, they do look good.
Man, I feel like if Brian were to just
Not too shabby. About an hour and a half to get a stand done. That's not bad.
Oh,
no, not at all.
just the eyes to go. That ain't happening.
Jesus.
Yeah. They could be 28 millimeter, and I still wouldn't be doing no damn dies.
Yeah.
I didn't paint eyes on my
Bark at that
54.
noise. What's that?
I didn't paint eyes on my 54s.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
Dude, you shouldn't have said that because now I want to play the game, dude.
Right?
The freaking game's awesome. So,
I am already fielding questions from locals
are you?
that are very excited. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, felt like an idiot on that last game that we did, whatever. I was all excited and just yelling at you.
It makes sense. It's a fun game, like a super fun game.
Yeah.
It is a blast. It is quite nice.
Yeah, man.
But it's got so much more to do with it. I mean, you could do so much.
I was about to say adding extra fighters really added another dimension to that we hadn't really messed with before.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm good for-
One of those games did take a while because someone was rolling ones and twos.
As I recall, we both were.
Good God.
If you mean by someone, you mean both of you? Yes.
Oh, man. No, someone. I didn't roll the dice. But, well, I'm telling you, man, what was his name? I call him the netter.
So
So,
Reggie Arias,
that dude's, yeah, he's awesome.
accurate.
So, and then you got the two brawlers.
That was cool.
So, yeah. Now, with putting like the bear in there or tigers or something, I wonder if there's a way to work in like fang and claw kind of stuff.
Yeah, they have, most of them have like a lightning bolt and then a couple extra dice and a reroll.
Yeah.
Or a couple of rerolls and an extra die, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, man.
That bear was like a 32 mil, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were fighting. It was like fighting a cub.
Yeah, it was not big enough, but that's okay.
That's what she said.
That thing is terrifying when you run up on it in a 28 mil game, though. It's friggin' huge.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
But
Hold on, I should pick those up. But you know where I'm going with it, man. Go on, Terradome
you're on.
or Thunderdome.
There you go.
Let's go Thunderdome. Actually, you could do Terradome for like a. No, that looks silly. That'd be stupid.
Brian's just making. He just wants to dress up like Tina Turner and narrate the whole thing.
We don't
There you
need
go.
another hero. Bum, bum. Thunderdome. I actually like that movie, man. A lot of people
It's a
do.
great movie.
Yeah.
It's not quite as good as Thunder Road,
Mm.
but it's a great movie.
Thunder Road.
Yeah, the second one.
It's Mad. That's Mad Max.
I know. Mad Max Thunder Road is the second Mad Max movie.
Oh, all right. What? So
Or, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hang on.
you got Road Warrior, the first one,
Yeah.
Mad Max, and then you got Beyond Thunder or Thunderdome, whatever.
Yeah, Mad Max
Oh,
3
I'm sorry.
Beyond Thunderdome.
Yep. Mad Max 2 is the Road Warrior. Then you have Beyond Thunderdome. Then you have Fury Road. I mixed up
Fury Road. That was actually pretty decent. I like Fury Road, man.
It was very good. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
I have only seen parts of it, and the parts I've seen were over at Jay Wiley's at War Game Weekend.
It's quite good.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite good.
I got their characters too in the Zombie Pack. I should paint her up. But they put her in the Black Plague edition. Oh well.
Yeah, man. Mad Max 2 is the Road Warrior is incredible. Big fan.
Yeah, that's what the little kid in the gyrocopter,
Yep.
helicopter, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that tall guy, he just recently died like a year or two ago.
Yeah, the gyro
pilot?
guy with
Yeah.
the snake.
The lanky dude, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been in a couple of movies. I remember seeing in the Matrix one, whatever. He used the train.
Yeah. I'm actually reading right now that apparently he was, if you have the extended version of Return of the King, where you get to see the mouth of Sauron, apparently he played Mouth of Sauron.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow. So,
Yep.
and then he played one of those Star Wars dude in those other
Yep.
that third episode of Star Wars, I guess.
Yeah.
So, so anyways, but man, I should be finishing off the character sheets and all that. So, are we gonna do that like beginning of the game, do the renown points, or do you want me to just go ahead and just leave the same?
Hang on. No, we need to resolve it beforehand so that you can send out sheets to us with the stuff on it.
All right.
I'll tell you what, why don't we work on that Monday and Tuesday night? So I think I probably need to go back and, 'cause don't you get renown points for killing guys, Chris?
Yes.
Well, you killed Keegan.
Well, yeah, I killed all 3 of Keegan's guys and 2 of Greg's guys. And then that damn werewolf and everybody else. But I need to figure out who did that.
Oh, golly, dude. You have to go.
No, you're good. Like I said, I'll go back and watch it. That's not a big deal.
This was 2 years ago now, man.
Well, send me a link to the video.
And
I'll
whose
see
fault
if
is that?
Yeah.
Hey, life happens, man.
Oh, we get that.
So
We played a lot of games in between, Brian.
we did. Bruce Spence, Panther Shadow said,
Yeah.
Road Warrior is obligatory viewing to be Gen X. Percy Block. Oh no.
Ow.
Dude, we could get him back now, man. See, I'm getting all these other ideas. I need to stay focused.
What?
Oh, it's just thinking to do a Mad Max kind of game too.
That's super cool. Mad Max miniatures aren't the easiest to find,
No, they don't have to.
but I'm sure if anyone can, this group can. So,
Wasteland Warriors, baby.
yeah. Honestly, I was thinking about that. I don't know if I might use Galactic Heroes 2 before Wasteland Warriors, because while, like, from just the title, Wasteland Warriors makes sense. there's not that many like mutations and stuff in Mad Max. You know what I mean? Like the stuff where
Yeah.
Wasteland Warriors really, excels is
Yeah.
like Fallout type stuff or the old like ray gun Wasteland stuff. Not necessarily Mad Max. So when it comes right down to it, Mad Max is kind of sci-fi. Not really though. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing in Mad Max that's extraordinary.
Yeah, I don't think it is really sci-fi at all.
It's post-apocalyptic, which a lot of people
I don't know.
call sci-fi,
All right.
but it's also more. It's only post-apocalyptic in that society has disappeared, right? Not necessarily that anything wildly fantastic or unbelievable happened to society. Mainly because they never really explained to you what happened to society, but it's not making it out like, oh, well, there was a zombie outbreak or something, or, aliens came down to Earth, or, whatever else.
I always went with the idea that it was post-nuclear apocalypse.
I think that's the point. But then I also used to give Paul trouble that they just got lost in the center of Australia, and that's how it is.
Well, there is that. I mean, that, again, straight up slinging facts.
Well, yeah, it was one of those, like, because gave him shit about that, but then he was a bike cop, and he dealt with motorcycle gangs in Australia in the 90s, and I was like, is that just, like, what Mad Max was? Like, do they just roll into Kalgoorlie and film that on your day off? But, yeah, I mean, screw it. Why not?
Yeah.
He had a great sense of humor about it, as always, but yeah.
You know what? Why not do a game? Because I think they did it in Kings of War, but do a time game. Like you have a clock, like chess. You have to press the clock down. You get like an hour or 40 minutes. That would speed up. Because
The issue is inevitably somebody would get screwed because they, another guy wasn't paying attention, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, like your clock is out because you're an idiot and we're talking instead of playing your card.
Yeah.
I
was thinking it from the side of you got to make split decisions, like boom, boom.
Yeah.
You just gotta go.
I've found that works pretty well by just not yelling at, but fucking with your players until they just have to spew out decisions.
Of course, the other way is just have like a horde of whatever coming from one end of the table, just coming at you guys, and you have to. That might work.
Okay, this is Fistful of Lead Reloaded 1. Dang it.
Mad Max is post-apocalyptic due to economics. Percy Block.
Due to economics?
Yeah, Meandering Mike says post-apocalyptic is sci-fi, just not scientific.
I feel like that's part of being sci-fi, Mike. That's why it's
Tolkien.
sci-fi, it's just fi.
It's science fiction.
Maybe it's just fi. I like that actually. Sci-fi it's just fi. Mad Max is just fi.
It's foo-fi.
Foo-fi?
Future fiction. It's foo-fi.
Yeah.
Okay, Fifi.
That'd be fiction.
Yeah. The voiceover tells the tale.
Again, I still like just telling people that that's what the interior of Australia is like, and that's why nobody lives there.
Right.
Person saying the voiceover tells the tale. I think it does in Burning Skies or something. Panther Shadow. Humans lost in the Emu Wars.
Yeah, I was about to say they do kind of touch on it, but yeah.
Oh shoot.
Because then they also talk about the kids in Road Warrior, talk about the what do you call it? The Sky King and whatever and all that stuff.
And then Hissy says it's Fajita-fi.
There you go. I think Panther Shadow got it. It's what if Australia had won the Emu Wars?
The Emu Wars.
But it'd be super jacked up if they won, though, and that's why Mad Max is so goofed up, because they won. So all of a sudden, emus weren't there, and then people were able to expand into the center of Australia, into the interior, and oh man, bad
Because
things happen.
what people don't realize is that emus are actually carnivorous.
Well, not enough.
Maybe some that have been chasing you.
I do have all of those. I got a bunch of emus in the Emu War starter pack from 2D6 right before they closed.
Right.
So at some point we will have to play Emu Wars in 6 mil.
Dude, you got rabbits too.
Well, yeah, my rabbits are 28s.
Yeah, but you need to get them in.
Big fucking rabbits.
Get them in a game, man.
That's fair. We'll get them into a game. That won't be hard. I've already
Hex
got.
the Hex is asking for a link.
Oh baby.
Oh great! Now we go Kapooey.
It's the Jeffrey.
Here comes Jeffy.
But yeah, like 6 mil. I was thinking about that, and I was like, dude, there's 3 British guys on this table. I'm gonna fight a 6 mil game where there's 3 figures on one side. And then I was like, oh wait, but there should be tens of thousands of emus on the other. So yeah, it's fair. That's reasonable.
Yeah, to see a hot link.
Hot link.
Oh, hissy being hissy.
Oh, I'm about to say. Hot link's what they call the
There
red
he
radio.
is. Sexy pose.
Oh man.
Oh, you're gonna do it too. Watch. Here comes his toy.
Mine's not on. Hold on.
Oh man. Premature.
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. I had to kill that.
How you
bird.
doing? How are you doing, Hex?
Doing there good, Cristobal. How about you?
Did you see what I did?
I didn't see anything. Trying to find out why my damn buttons aren't working. Oh, nice. Very nice.
6 mil ACW, baby.
My goddamn buttons aren't working. Hold on, let me back out real quick.
Yeah. You gotta go to the-
Mandarin Mike says emus are omnivorous, so one could imagine their appetites going beyond insect meat and expanding into tasty human meat. A bit of the
Exactly.
long pork, if you will.
And that's why they need to be killed, Mike. Every last one of them.
Well, shit ain't gonna work in here in Chris's room. Oh well.
You got the virtual?
Yeah, I got it all turned on. It when I went backstage, it was fine. No biggie. Might be some learning to do. So
I'm not gonna lie. I used to think the Emu War was like a great big thing. It was quite literally just 3 dudes, a truck, and 2 Lewis guns, and then a shitload of feathery guys. But yeah, that was. I don't know if that's disappointing or redeeming when I learned it, but it was interesting for sure.
Yeah. It's what it's.
Fair.
Percy says, I think they would thirst for baby flesh.
Yikes! Jesus.
Still no bueno, Mr. Hex?
yeah,
Get to work, man.
yeah,
Brian had his
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I'll work on this later. I'm gonna play with this tomorrow. So,
How's Shiloh looking, Jeffy?
well, I was playing it before Todd got on. We started playing GCACW, and we got through almost a whole nother turn of that. We're so fucking into that; it's not funny.
How many you guys are on scenario 3 of All Green Alike now?
And we
How-
just almost finished up turn 2. Boy, was it bloody.
How many turns are in that third scenario?
3.
Oh man! So you guys will have another video coming out tomorrow.
I don't know if we're
Well,
gonna play tomorrow.
you guys probably aren't playing tomorrow, but
We might. Just depends on when he gets done tomorrow.
one of these nights this week.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
Tuesday though, because Tuesday is GTS day.
The Yanks are taking a bloody ass kicking on this last turn.
Who did?
The Yanks.
Go figure. Jeez.
McMurray, McMurray said that you have Armada from SPI.
I do.
Wow.
Mhm. Guess who else has Armada from SPI?
You want it, Brian?
No, he just ordered it.
He got it.
We're all going to play it, Jeffrey.
Could have had mine for free because I'm not touching that piece of shit.
Get
You can send
the
it to-
fuck out of here. Quit being
You
a
can send it to me
bitch.
if you
Jeff.
want.
Play Armada with Brian and I.
I'm not going to play that game.
Why not?
It does. I don't like it.
If
Why
it's
not?
taking up too much space on your shelf, you can send
The
it
box
to
is like-
Illinois.
Look, I'm buying these games blind. You know,
Hang on a sec, Chris. We're going to harass Jeff into playing this game first.
Brian, you bought a fucking naval game with terrible infantry rules in it.
Yeah, it's because
Of
it's
course
a
it's got terrible
naval
infantry
game.
rules because it's in the Navy.
I also got Kaiser's Battle from SPI. That's World War I.
I've got the Kaiser's battle.
Yeah. And
I
Ancient
could play
Battles
that.
of Marathon.
That's actually not a bad game.
Yeah. This is Decision Games. Ancient Battles of Marathon and Granicus.
That one's pretty cool.
I got the
Is
Decision
that part of
Games.
the press tag box, Andrew?
I'm sure they're in the press tags box, but I think each of the press tags games were never broken down further than Chariot, Legionnaire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if they ever put out individual scenarios, but they might have.
What are all you painting nerds out there in the public chat doing tonight? Except for Hissy. Hissy's a gaming nerd.
Yeah.
Chuck,
He
Mikey,
pays from time to time.
Panther, Percy, what are y'all doing?
And they're hanging out, talking about emus and Mad Max and all kinds of stuff.
Took a shot in the dark from Command magazines. Blitzkrieg 41.
Yeah, cool.
See what that's all
That
about.
would be Barbarossa and
Yeah.
maybe type in.
So 1989 that one was.
Hissy, you ain't even that anymore. You're like 90. You're like 99.9 hex encounter and 0.1 fucking paint slayer.
Jeffrey, you excited to see me?
Me there, bub.
You excited to see me try and tackle Great War at Sea, buddy?
No, I'm more excited to see you fucking play a Most Fearful Sacrifice.
Well, that's fair, but it needs to warm the hell up. Did you miss the whole it snowed like 5 inches in St. Louis?
You have a house inside.
I don't have a space in my house to put up a.
If you clean off the paint table in front of your couch, you might.
That's a coffee table, Jeff. What the hell are you talking about?
Clean off your dinner table.
My dinner
You didn't have one of those.
Yeah, my dinner table isn't that big.
Eat some popcorn.
Shit, he eats over the fucking sink so he doesn't have to do dishes.
That's also partially true. No, I have one bowl and I have one plate, and I use them and then I clean them, and then I use them and I clean them and I use them and I clean them, and sometimes I use them again, and then I'll use them again and use them again and use them again, and then I get something wet and I clean them. Yeah, man.
Oh boy.
Oh, man. Bully gamers and Circle Hexy.
Oh man, there you go. Panther Shadows got you set. Jeff, so looking at this map Brian's got laid out right here, right?
I do, Panther. Uncle Sam cost me to lose most of mine, so.
Yeah, Uncle Sam made Jeff be born in West Virginia.
What's the Scotch's name? What part of Scotland is she from?
McAllen. Oh, that's Texas.
Yeah, I was about to say McAllen is in South Texas there, son.
So, Jeff, look at this map Brian's got pulled up.
I see that. That's very nice.
So you see the thing center left, right? The two things center left are obviously going to be problematic for us.
The zombie.
Yeah. So my
That's
plan,
why I'm not going to play.
my plan personally is to roll the wagon over the graves so that when the zombies pop up, they bonk their heads and knock themselves out.
Indeed.
That seems reasonable, right?
See, what I would do is set a pressure switch on the bottom, so when they bump their head, it catches on fire.
Chris, we're
So not
fucking
only-
cowboys.
I'm just saying. You got percussion caps, don't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the best we can do is probably roll it over there and then set it on fire.
I like the idea of we search the room and find a Molotov cocktail.
Cool.
Holy smokes, Brian, Jeff just made a Zombicide reference. That
Yes,
was
he did.
incredible.
Yes, he did.
Somebody call like the New York Times and
Well, what's bad is y'all didn't get my hint that I dropped this morning.
What?
Nobody
what was that? Was
about
it
having
about
a chubber
HQP?
wanting a game.
What?
About having a chubber because I wanted a game.
Yeah, and you're playing Shiloh, right?
No, I didn't.
Or did you mean you wanted to play a game with us?
That was the clue. Now I'm out
you
of it.
should have done that on a day when I wasn't spending 14 hours at work, Jeffrey.
Yeah, and you didn't shoot nobody. So what was that worth?
Well, nobody got shot, and that's a good thing. But
Yeah, shooting people causes shooting people causes paperwork, and ain't nobody like paperwork.
you
Well,
are
Murray can get at it because he can't write anyhow.
You are correct. But anyhow, with that, gentlemen, I will talk to you all later.
You
For the McMurray.
Take care,
All
buddy.
right.
Thanks for dropping on. Have a good night. Sleep well.
Oh, he just left, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm.
he ain't got it no more. It's like he's
Just
getting
wrap
old.
it up.
Well, he works days now, so.
Yeah. Let's see if I could do
And
this.
to be honest, I'm gonna finish up this this stick of infantry that I'm working on right now, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Yep, I'm gonna go out and play a little Battle of the Bulge.
Hey,
Huh?
hey.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
People like me.
Now, see, that is not royalty free. You're gonna get my ass kicked off of here.
All right, golly, man. So, anyways, I liked the Panther
And
Shadow.
there will be literally upwards of a dozen people really pissed off that they don't have something to watch on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Doesn't mean. Okay. Anyway,
I did hit 390 for like 36 hours earlier this week.
oh, sweet. Yeah. So, I don't know what I'm at. 1420 now or something. I don't know.
Rolling.
I'm rolling. Tomica says torches and pitchforks. Panther Shadow says I'd like to see an inception moment in War Much Grim. An inception, huh? Nah, that'd be too hard to do, wouldn't it?
Let's say Beeflo Maine or Battle of the Bulge.
Bulge.
Wait a second. Are you asking if you want to eat or if you want to play a game?
I'm thinking Beeflo Maine.
Bulge. Oh, I did get I got the Battle of Shiloh too from Decision Games.
The polio one.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I got a whole bunch of them coming my way. Bunch of magazines, what it is, but
Yeah, you cleaned up in that one, didn't you?
yeah, I did. I mean, golly, dude,
It's worth it.
even $2 or $3 for those magazines, and you know what? If I don't like it or if it's too dang hard, I ain't gonna worry about it. Yeah,
I picked up a game that I wanted to add. It's funny too because it was a game that a viewer a while back said he was sending me for free. I never saw him again either.
Oh, well, did you get the 1863 or?
God
I did.
damn it.
I bought it.
All right.
So
So,
I had that one.
like, Noble Knight, they're not always the cheapest, but man, their shipping is fast.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
No, so I do like that. But anyways, all righty, man. I'm gonna call it.
I'm cleaning out too.
So
I'm gonna hop on and say hey.
Well, I'm
yeah.
glad you did, man.
Hi, dudes.
See you guys.
Take care.
I think.
Bye. Chris, I'm going.
Yeah, see you, buddy. Take care. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to do a little fixing because that flag dude fell off as I was doing the final brush of the wash. But he broke off clean, so I should be able to pop him back on with a little bit of super glue. Ain't no big deal. So I want to thank everybody for popping on tonight. I know it was kind of last minute. I'm sorry we missed last Wednesday. But it was Valentine's Day, so had to work through that. Should be good to go this coming Wednesday. Same bat channel, same bat time, as they say. So you guys take care. Appreciate all of y'all. Yeah, until next time, we'll see you on the flip side. Have a good night.